By the way, I apologize for that annoying ass fridge. I need more freaking. What do you call it? I need more gloves. Good grief. Okay. Let's break this bad boy open. No enders. I don't see any enders on the other side. This one is from a Heartland bank. You know it's from Heartland because it's got pennies and it's got visually inspect 50 rolls in diagonal going down each side. These rolls, you know it's Heartland because they're oriented another way. They're not on top of each other, they're side by side. As you can obviously see here. I will say the only thing is that these boxes, once they come apart and they don't close by themselves. So once they're open, they're open. No weedy enders. Hmm. Shoot, I need to wrap my rolls. I need to do some weather reports, wrap my rolls, and clean up. Oh my gosh, not even like 3 rolls in. Look at that. We got a planchet. Nice. I love that. We got a planchet. It's a blank. It's raised. That's my 3rd planchet I found. I was going to buy a penny planchet. Now I got 3 of them. Here's a Canadian penny. Another Canadian penny. I'm pretty sure that those penny planchets are given out. They're either sold in kid sets or they are also sold. They're also distributed to Boy Scouts as a reward for a badge of numismatics. And maybe they just didn't want the reward anymore and they just tossed it away. But no worries, I'll keep it safe. Hello, viewer. I hope it's one of you guys, Loopies or a gamer. Aww. Do not tell me we're gonna get a planchet, and then we're going to get no wheat pennies. Considering that planchets, by my finds, are significantly rarer than wheat pennies. I found thousands of wheat pennies, but only 3 planchets. Hey, viewer. Hope you're doing pretty good today. Look at this. Found a planchet. There's a blank penny. Yeah, again, I know. I think they're distributed to Boy Scouts when they demonstrate how to store and how to identify a coin. Hey, how's it going? You want? Okay. I'll show you it again since you're a real person. Now, if you notice, my dog sounds like she's getting tortured and murdered. But what's going on is that she's most likely knowing that she's about to go for a car ride. And she's getting super happy. Trust me. Shepherds sound weird. That's a planchet. It's a blank. I have 3 of those now. It is. You can actually buy some blanks and some sets off the mint. That's most likely purposely left like that to reward Boy Scouts for their numismatic badges. $17 Philly. Hope we get a wheat penny and, not just get none. Darn it. Ready? Yeah. We should have gotten at least 1 or 2 Wheaties by now. But again, remember, we're not even 10 rolls in. We just gotta hold in. Resetting my wheat penny tally counter. Goodbye, little thing. Goodbye, little rapper. Okay, last roll of this little group. Okay, we got one. 52 Denver. First one of the day. That would be, of course, numero uno. Number 1. No, ready? Alright, we got... So, I've been with this video game company. Wait, what? I don't know. Polar bear coins. We found a couple Canadians. We even found this planchet, but we've only gotten 1 wheat penny from 10. I don't know if I'll join. That's because, you know, I'm just not consistent. Ooh, got a little copper here. You saw that end. What's that smell? It smells, quote unquote, old. It smells like a drawer. I like that smell. When you pop open like a 40-year-old drawer, and it has that nice wood antique-y smell. I don't know what that smell is, but it's nice. Yoink. Oops. $17 feeling. Yeah, we're going slow today. What's that feeling? Wheat pennies are coming in pretty slow. For now. Alright. Here comes another roll. By the way, we should have 2 wheat pennies by now. We only got 1. Come on. I personally look through half dollars a lot. It gives me a good amount of store, but pennies are more fun to hunt. Yeah, I honestly like them. I like pennies a lot. They're cheaper. I mean, I can afford half dollars, but I'm addicted to pulling out all the bicentennials. I lose money that way, like way faster. The pennies are a lot more cheaper, and again, like quarters. What the shit? That one had a wrapper on it. Pennies have a lot more variety than I feel like any other coin that I found. Like you can find them all the way back in the 1900s. Like I feel like you can find them older pennies. There's a '09. You find like even 1910s pennies more. You can find 1910s nickels or quarters or dimes. Because most of all like the silver coins are gone. I have never hunted nickels for some reason, though. Nickels are not bad. Nickels are pretty fun. You can find them all the way back in the 30s. Although, finding buffalo nickels are a little bit uncommon. Oh, there's another 59. Shoot. I hope we don't have a lemon. I'll think I'll have to try them soon. Yeah, they're not bad. Should have 3 wheat pennies by now. That makes me so annoyed is when I find like older looking pennies like this, and I pick them up and it's like, nope, no Wheatie. But then while you're not looking for it, you'll find the shiny Wheatie, which is also pretty nice, I will say. Oh, 9. Yeah, the nickels are $100 per box, just letting you know. Of course, 50 rolls. Each roll of nickels has 40 nickels. So for quarters and nickels have 40 coins per roll, and dimes and pennies, it's 50. The reason why I like pennies so much, because even if you don't find very many Wheaties, there's always some nice amount of copper pennies, which are worth about half of a wheat penny. What? Half a wheat penny? You mean like 3 cents? I did math and that shows that each cent costs roughly about 3 cents in copper. Be right back. I'm gonna have to mute. Be right back, guys. That penny looks beat the hell. That's a Wheatie. That's not a Wheatie. What the hell? Come on. Holy. Yikes. Set that off. That under no circumstances can go through the machine, or else it'll block it up. Them freaking pennies that are bent up like that, they will go through your coin machines, and they will completely, they'll just wear them down even faster. And I don't like doing maintenance on coin machines. Well, at least not deep level maintenance. I do basic maintenance. Clean it up, make sure it doesn't go there, and if I really had to, I'd lubricate the damn thing. But that right there is where I draw the line. No junk pennies go through my machine. Actually, I'm gonna take my hammer and hit it down. Honestly, do you really think a penny that looks like this could get much worse? If anybody was wondering, my dad came down here. He brought a magnet that is like the size of like that, and it has 200 pounds of like pull force. It's nuts. Oh yay, we finally found one. Another one. 46 Philly. I don't care, it's a wheat penny. That's all I want. It would make number 2. There's no 9. Aye. We're 20 rolls in. We should have 2 wheat pennies. Wait, or we should have 4, but we only got 2. Usually we... Damn, that shade we were getting like double. Now we're getting half. And there's another Canadian penny. We now officially have more Canadian pennies than we do wheat pennies. I don't hate Canadian pennies. I actually love them. But usually we get more Wheaties than we do Canadians. Hello, other viewer. Another 09. It looks like we're barely even getting copper. We might be. We're actually almost half through the box. It doesn't even feel like we've been halfway through. Another Canadian penny. 2006 one. Only 6 years or 6 or 7 years until the penny for Canada would end after that year. Hello, other viewer. These coins might have been picked up, though. Yeah, haha. Yeah, I mean, they might have, but... Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's 36, Philly. Finally, good grief, another one. Usually they're not this bad. 36, Philly. Number 3. You know what I really wish I could do? Imagine if you could implant a tracker into one of these pennies and see where it goes. Either that or I have been thinking of an experiment to strike a special feature on a penny that other people would just think as damage, but I would think, or I would notice it immediately. Stamp a dot or something right here, send them out, and see which ones return. I hope this idea is not correct. I hope what's not happening is that because Illinois has like cities that are just kind of like separate in their own like little like spaces, I hope the pennies don't recirculate into the cities. And I hope they leave and more of them come in. Either from shipments or from passerbys. Although from passerbys it'd be very slow. Example, somebody coming from out of town dumping pennies like me. Should have 5 wheat pennies now, but we only got 3. I had a tough box like that one. It got me 8 Wheaties. Frickin' yikes. I had an 8 wheat penny box. Wow, that was terrible. I am so sorry. You guys might have to go, like, get memory remover or something because that was a horrible voice crack. I'm not legally obligated to pay you any damages because of that voice crack. Good grief. Anyway, I had an 8 wheat penny box the other day. And it's like, yeah, usually I get 10 or 15. But when I get less than 10, I become very sad. Dang it. Last one of this group. Another one. 2 of them. Okay, that makes me so much happier. We got 2. We got 2. Yes. 45 Philly, 34 Philly. Man, I meant that 34 was with Denver. Good grief. That'd be amazing. Who cares? That's Sweet Penny. I love Wheat Penny. That would be number 4 and 5. Come on. We got lucky there. I found a Wheat Penny that was so heavily degraded that it only weighed 2.6 grams. Anyway, we are 30 rolls in. We should have 6 Wheat Pennies. We got 5. Not half average anymore. At least for now. Shouldn't say anymore. I should say for now, because you never know what's going to happen. That is a Canadian penny. I can always immediately tell when I see a Canadian penny when I see the edges. Maybe I'll cope by getting pizza or something. I don't know. I need that work. I need to clean up my apartment. Get my weather reports filed. The problem is, on my weather reports, I require upon a camera network that is currently down right now because, well, the radio receiver and transmitter is cooked. And we got a new one, but... Well, here's how it works, right? I have two devices, and we call them a bridge. It transmits data between it. Transmits the data for the cameras to my internet. And, therefore, I have an app where wherever I have internet access, I get to see my cameras. Well, now, one of the bridges is broken, and we got it fixed, but now it's equivalent of a conversation. Yeah, it's happening. There's the 09. But, one of the people is speaking in Russian, and the other one is speaking in, English. We're talking, but we can't understand each other. That's exactly what's going on with my camera. It can't understand what is going on. It needs to be reassigned. So, most likely, I'll have to assign it its MAC and IP address. That way, they both can talk to each other, and I can reestablish my connection. So, yeah. Another Canadian penny. Come here, little guy. And there's another 2009 penny that I really like. Something for me. There we go. $17 Philly. $17 Philly. Man, I just feel like if it does feel like we're going fast, I think because we are. 52 minutes in, are you joking? when I ever build a brand new house, and if I ever do, I'm gonna make a room specifically for coin collecting. And when I do that, or if I ever do, here's a Canadian penny. I'm gonna make myself a specialized desk, custom built for this. One that I can slide my chair into. Not meanwhile, this one is just doesn't want to go in. There's a 2009 that's really nice. Alright. We are 40 rolls in. We should have 8 wheat pennies, but we only got 5. We didn't get 1 wheat penny from that batch. We have to get like 5 of them just to get to box average. Ooh, that's him. The only estimate we probably ever get in that box. Oh, 9. Philly. Woody. Philly. Yeah, we're basically almost done. The rolls that we have on the table are the ones that we got left. Oh, 9. Oh, 9. Hello, other viewer. 3 rolls left. That box did not last that long. $17 Philly. Another Canadian penny. One roll. That's it. That was kind of horseshit. Well, it looks like this guy was like, oh, I found 8 wheat pennies in the box. Well, it looks like I just made you feel better now, didn't I? 5 wheat pennies. That's half average. That's ass. F in chat. That is the worst wheat penny box we've ever had. Ever since we started doing daily searches. I mean, I've had worse. I mean, I've had an entire penny box only yield 1 wheat penny. 1 wheat penny. Damn. Hopefully tomorrow is a bit better. Good grief. Yeah, I'm not kidding you. It was a searched roll. That box was searched. What happened is that they came in the brown rolls, the ones that look a little bit like that, and I'm like, I started discovering, like, yeah, just oof. Alright, let's Input the data for the day. 6. Today's a good date, guys. Today is 6/9, June 9th. 6/9, funny number. Laugh at me, I'm funny, please. Laugh, I'm funny, yay. That sucks. Alright, penny box 145. Wheat pennies, pathetic number of 5. Bicentennials. Got 10 of those. 2017 Philadelphia's. We got 9 of those. Estimates, we got 1. Woody, we got 3. Canadian pennies were high today. You know it's bad when you get more wheat pennies. Or when you get more Canadian pennies than wheat pennies. Good grief. Alright. $553 copper pennies. That's pretty low. That's about 90 copper pennies less than average. Yeah. Okay. Give me a second. Yep, and let's pour these coppers into the bucket, which the bucket that we have right now, this is probably the last amount of copper. Yeah, we can't fit anymore. Well, we could fit a little bit more, but we're hitting my limit. Whoops. Yeah, nothing really too shabby. Nothing too good today. Whatever. We got another box tomorrow. We did have this planchet, which was pretty cool in my opinion. I mean, at least we got that planchet, right? Maybe we can do like a hangout stream. I don't know. Honestly, I'd like a planchet like that. Yeah, just keep looking. You'll find some. You can probably buy them for about like 10 or 20 bucks off an antique store. I found a couple that way. That's how I got my... Well, and actually, it's not how I got my planchet. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, I've seen them circulate in antique stores. Okay. So you know what? Today is the day we're going to pack a copper bucket. Look at this. So let's pack it. It's gonna circulate. Hello guys, you can probably see me. There we go. Okay. So the great thing about this coin machine is that we actually have. Actually, hold on. I need to change the value from 553 to 554 because we remove the copper penny. Ready? Whoopsies. There we go. 25,000 pennies. We're about to dispense 25,000 pennies into this bucket. There you go. That should do it. Pull this bad boy. Oh, yeah. That is like perfectly centered onto that bucket. Okay. So if you don't know, on this side, we have an entire... I'll show you. You probably see it. No, you can't. That is full of copper. And my bucket standard states that I fill all my copper buckets to approximately $250 of pennies on the dot. So simple. You know what's awesome is that back then we used to have like a tray you had to pull them in, but now all you gotta do is just dump them in. There it goes. It just does it. Well, of course, you have to start the machine, but let's get myself a head start. Alright. It's gonna get loud. Loud environment. That is so nice. I don't have to like pull the pennies in. They're just gonna automatically go in. When this is full, it'll weigh 154 pounds. No kidding. This machine will shut off at 25,000. Uh-oh. There we go. We may have a little straggler. That is so nice. I don't have to like hold a bucket to it and like, you know, I don't have to like do this and then like go to the bucket and do that. No, I don't have to do that. I just sit there and let it do its thing. That is awesome. That is so worth the money. Whoops. It can't feed. Reverse. And it'll start feeding again. We may have a couple bent ones, because what happens, I'll take the bent ones out, and then I will take one and just recirculate. And then I'll put the bent ones in. So we may have a couple of those bent ones I found a while ago. But, oh, wow, it is really... eating them pennies right up. Only up. The guys are like getting the way through. Now we're about 1/4 of the way through. Slowing. I know, there's a lot of shopping. Oh. Jam. Where's the jam at? Ah, crap. We're gonna get our hands dirty. We gotta get our... Let's try it again. contract. Is it you? I remember you. You, right there. Gummed up copper penny. As I'm watching it fall down, it's going to slowly duck into the machine. We're halfway through. That's why I wear a headset, people. Don't reject. There's one. Oh, where are you? It's slowing down. Again, that's because that really weird, annoying penny. So it takes a disc, and it throws them around using centrifugal force, and it has a slot or a hole that's just as tall as a penny. So it only allows one penny at a time. Then it feeds it under a sensor, or a light sensor, and it trips, and it adds one to that right there. And that is how it makes it so fast. It's actually a relatively simple machine. Ooh, good thing I didn't pour those pennies in. And it's gonna stop and jam. I have like 2,000 lol. Keep looking, you'll find more. Never give up, man. Here, ding, 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 ding. Let's see, you going out? Yep, you're out, and you're going out. So what happens is that it's gonna go, and then when it goes and it does not detect a coin going under the sensor, it's gonna go backwards and it's go forward to unjam it. And if it doesn't get it again after that, it'll shut off automatically. Ready, watch. It doesn't detect one. Go backwards. And there you go. What's that? When it goes backwards like that, it'll bring out any other penny that's in the slot. Oh, it's filled up. Here. Oh, shit. Ah. Hold on. Isn't that satisfying? Ah, crap. Here it goes again. Yeah. Come on. Come on. I have to make sure that these pennies do not go deeper into the machine where I literally cannot get them. It's so annoying! I need to get a paper clip. Where's the paper clip? Like $15. $10 left! Yeah. Well, I got some good news. We can actually go get some more coppers. How much is required? Oh no. Less than $10. Don't worry. Oh, I managed to actually get that pretty easily. Give me a second. There we go. Back it up, Terry. Back it up. Back it up, back it in. Let me begin. Done. There's seriously $250 of pennies in this bucket? Huh. I might have to count that again later. And that, right there, that's bucket number 4. $250 in pennies in there. Awesome. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching and see ya.